Do you ever feel like there's something or someone, a circumstance outside of you that is preventing you from living the very best life you could live, from living the life of your dreams, to asking for a promotion, to, beginning to volunteer for an organization, anything that's important to you in your life. And you think, well, I would do that if it weren't for this or these people, maybe a spouse that isn't supportive, or aging parents that you need to take care of, or financial concerns, or whatever. So that's what we're here to talk about today. This idea of, can there be circumstances or people outside of your life that can truly prevent you from doing what you feel called to do? So I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and we're here to talk about this very thing today. So a couple of years ago, I was in a big transformational time myself, and I was struggling with a lot of things in career and relationships, financially. It was just sort of bombarding me at all levels, obstacles, obstacles, obstacles. And I heard someone say, there's no power outside of you greater than the power inside of you. And wow, that just stopped me in my tracks, because I am a very spiritual person. I absolutely believe in a higher power. I like to refer to it as the divine. The analogy or the metaphor I like to use for it is the ocean and a wave. So to me, the divine is the ocean, and I am a wave on the ocean. So I am every bit the same as the divine. The divine is me, and I am this other thing too, a part of this wave that is a part of the ocean. And if I don't express my gifts in the world, they won't be expressed, because I'm unique, right? All of us are. Every wave on every ocean across the world is unique in its moment in time. And that's the way I see all of us as people. So I heard that, and I was immediately challenged, because I thought, okay, intellectually, I would say, oh, yes, I believe that. There's no power outside of me greater than the power inside of me. Sure, sure. But I knew, if I was honest with myself in my daily life, I tended to think, oh, if I had more money, I could. If my spouse was supportive, I could. If I was smarter, I could. So that's very much putting a limit on what I can do based on a circumstance or a person or something outside of me. And so it really challenged me at a deep level, and it really helped me unearth a lot of limiting beliefs that I had, and a lot of messages around being not enough. Right? So this is not new to anyone. We all have this. In fact, I'm working on developing a program right now I'm going to call Enough Already, that's going to focus on the exact steps, the real principles, the real nitty-gritty actions we can take to start to eliminate all those not enough thoughts, right? To just say enough already with that, because we know we are enough already and can live and create and make forward movement in our life towards our best life, knowing we are enough already. So I really had to think about that and challenge myself, and it still happens to me. I can absolutely get caught up. In fact, it happened a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago now. I was traveling to Paris. I was very excited about it. I also had an intention for this to be a very, sort of deeply spiritually transformative trip. I had a couple limiting beliefs that I was really focused on, that I wanted to, kind of dig up and disempower. And so I'm on my flight headed to Paris, and I had been thinking about this very quote as I drove to the airport and was waiting for my flight to take off, that there's no power outside of me greater than the power inside of me. I realized the opposite belief, that there was something outside of me preventing me from being the best of who I could be, had been tripping me up. And so I had to really get honest with myself, because I will tell you, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like it when I realize I'm thinking limiting beliefs like that, it irritates me. I'm a very positive person who wants to think I can go do anything and nothing can stop me. And that's true in kind of one part of my brain, right? But we all have limiting beliefs that live in our unconscious that come out in very sort of insidious ways. And so I realized, in truth, I was thinking there was something outside of me greater than the power inside of me. So I'm on my flight and I'm dozing off, and I hear like this voice inside my head that said, "It's you. You're the one." And I kind of, woke myself up. I actually really thought for a second maybe the guy sitting next to me on the plane said something to me, but he had his headphones in and was watching his movie. So I decided that wasn't the case. So I'm like, "Huh, that's interesting." I kind of dozed back off. "It's you. You're the one." I heard it again. And I was like, "Okay, I get it. Thank you." And I just sort of stopped and took in that message. I'm the one. The same way you're the one. Because there is no power outside of us greater than the power inside of us. And if we don't express the wave on the ocean that we are, it won't be expressed. So I invite you in the comments below, or find me on Facebook if you're seeing this on YouTube or wherever you're finding this. Put something in the comments. Email me if you want at brenda@brendaflorida.com. I would love to hear how this concept sometimes trips you up, and how thinking about it may sort of crack the door open to a limiting belief you've held. When you really breathe in and take in this truth that there is no power outside of you greater than the power inside of you, and that you are the one. Thanks for joining me today, and let's live lavishly.